So we're finally able to claim the new locker codes. As you can see right here, we can click claim now, and we still got to get the other one. Now 2K also revealed some NBA 2K26 gameplay stuff. You can see the new meter right here. Like the video right now if you want me to buy you the new 2K, and tell me something that you want to see 2K improve on for the next 2K, whether it's the pack odds, maybe better content, better free stuff, maybe some other stuff. Let me know down below in the comments. And you can see the new shot meter. Now they're also saying that you got to green your rebounds, and so we got to cover a lot in this video, including the locker codes, the gameplay, and so on. And I think at this point, I'm looking at it, and this kind of reminds me of the 2K20 meter. Someone correct me if I'm wrong with that, but I definitely do like the way the meter looks. Obviously, it's more than just the meter. You know, they did say that the catch and shoot is going to be different. They're going to have like custom layups. You got to green your rebounds, and a lot more that we got to cover, like I said. And so tell me what you guys think about the new, you know, shot meter, even though it looks like one of the previous ones, just a little different for 2K26. And of course, with the new locker codes, we do have to claim it. So once you do end up seeing this, it's going to say claim now. I'll have all the links on the screen if you guys need them. So basically, this is through your Twitch inventory. So you click claim now, and once you do that, you go to the other websites. I know it's a whole hassle. I understand it sucks. I wish 2K would just go back to regular locker codes. I think at this point they should just drop a locker code during the stream instead of doing this, or maybe combo it together, like do this and then drop a locker code, you know what I mean, for everybody to claim it, even though everybody can get this, but it's going to be your own exclusive locker code. So once you click claim now, you're going to go over here and you're going to log into Twitch, and the locker code is going to be there, okay? I'm not going to show you my locker code because someone's going to steal it, and so that's how you do it, okay? So you click claim now through your Twitch inventory. Then you go to this website, you log into Twitch, and the code will be there. If it doesn't show up, just refresh the, you know, websites, and you'll be good to go. So that's how you claim the locker code. And speaking of locker codes, we are going to be getting the next one, most likely during the next stream, which you can see, you should be at above 70%, okay? So keep that in mind. This first locker code, I am assuming that it's just the, you know, double XP, so, you know, nothing too crazy. Let me just confirm that the 45 minutes was that one. Yeah, so it's going to be the double XP. So in case you were wondering, like, oh, I missed the first one, you're fine as long as you do get the 2 hours, which, again, should most likely be completed in the next stream that they do, which will be next week. So that's going to be the second one. I'm at 72% right there. Now, they did also reveal a creator challenge, so I need you guys to show love to every single 2K26 video that I upload, as well as the other videos too, as we finish up 2K25. But also, I want you guys to make videos as well, because take a look at this. Basically, if you create content and we reach 2026 eligible videos as a community, we get an NBA 2K26 locker code. So more locker codes, the better, right? You know what I mean? And so this looks like it's going to be available, obviously, through, you know, until 2K26. So we do have to get all these eligible videos up. So I'm not going to upload 2,000 videos, obviously. So the community has to do that together. And then they have a 1 million VC prize, which apparently they're choosing 26 winners. I mean, I wouldn't mind a free 1 million VC to start off 2K26, you know what I mean? And so if you guys do want to, like, obviously do stuff like this too, make some videos, you know, YouTube, you know, TikTok, whatever, you know, just make some videos. You got to put the hashtag NBA 2K challenge, and then, you know, you have a chance of winning 1 million VC. So definitely do that. You know, we do end up getting that. Obviously, they do have a whole thing where, you know, you got to, like, you know, submit your videos and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. 1 million VC community goal. I think they just say that the locker code is going to be a My Team pack and a My Team apparel item. So that's the locker code for 2K26. So maybe that's a good sign that they'll drop more locker codes during 26, but you know, we'll see, because we just keep getting less and less every year. It's really sad. 2K, more locker codes, please. And then, of course, again, just NBA 2K challenge. So that's going to be, you know, future locker codes as well. So make sure that you guys are up to date with that. And then, of course, when it comes to the gameplay, as I showed you guys, the new meter, you know, they're saying that you can customize layups. They're saying that it's going to be a whole new engine. Basically what they say every year, that it's different, and then we play it, and then it feels the exact same, right? Even though I will say there's certain things that definitely they are changing. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to be able to, like, green your rebounds. You know what I mean? So there's going to be, like, a green, you know, thing indicator, like, on the bottom when you get your, you know, your rebounds. And so you can see some of the gameplay right here. Tyrese, he's either catching and shooting. Bang! Hopefully he, you know, heals up nicely. And wishing him the best, obviously. But again, that's the meter. Even though I play with no meter, I feel like a majority of the people play with no meter. So that's kind of like what it looks like when it comes to the gameplay for 2K26. And I think, yeah, I think it is 2K20. Might be 21-19, I don't remember. It's been so many 2Ks. And so they say that, you know, Pro Play motion engine, so Pro Play is still here, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because there's certain players that benefit from it, and then some players just don't. You know what I mean? And so they do have pro play. So basically, the animations you see in real life, you're gonna see in 2K. They got flagged right here, so he'll be in 2K26. They didn't add him in my team, so that sucks. They are bringing back rhythm shooting, so it is still gonna be there. It's gonna be better according to 2K. That's what they say. You're gonna have more control of it, but I just feel like this just sounds like more RNG when it comes to shooting. But according to them, we have more control. So, that is going to be that offense, green or miss. We know this, right? It's going to be green or miss for most of the competitive game modes. So, it's going to be like my team, online, triple threat park, stuff like that. So, it's going to be green or miss. So, keep that in mind, okay? So, if you're not grading your shots, you ain't going to be getting any buckets out there in 26. They do say signature go-to post shots. They do say that they're changing the way the post is, which I know a lot of big guys like that. I don't play in the post. I'm more of a dribble, shoot type of I play my team. You know what I mean? So I'll play in the post too with like Kareem, Shaq, stuff like that. I'll drop step everybody, especially early on. When you guys know what I did with that Dark Matter Shaq in Triple Threat Party. I was dominating and greening threes with a 60. I think it was 50 actually, a 3-pointer, but they do say enhance, signature go-to post. So that is going to be something. Now, this is something that I do like. Custom layups. You're actually going to be able to pick your layups for almost everything, right? Differently though, because previously it would be where, you would get Steph Curry's layup package. And so that would be his, his regular layup, reverse layup, everything. But now they're saying that you can customize it the way you want. So if you want to get Steph Curry normal layups, but then Kyrie reverse layups, you can do that, which I do like. I like having more control because it is a video game. You should be able to customize your player the way that you want. And so that's mainly going to be for my career, park and stuff like that. For my team, it's still going to be, the player that you play with those animations. I hope that maybe in the future they can let us customize a player. I feel like Madden does that now. I think they call it the golden tickets. Someone let me know on that. So that is going to be something that I know a lot of people are looking forward to for my career, park, and so on. So more customization when it comes to this. So yeah, and then they do say Euro steps, floaters, quick scoops. They basically give you more control. Defense, I mean, we'll see. I feel like every year they say defense is gonna be better, and then we play it and it's like the same thing. So they do say that it's gonna be different animations, body ups, collisions are gonna be different. We'll see. I really want more control, man. I want to be able to press the left trigger and square and then really grab the ball with the passing lanes, not just tipping it. You know what I mean? They do say that interior defense is going to get improved, so it's going to be better. We'll see. New rebound timing, like I said, you're going to green. You're going to green rebounds. So if your center ain't greening those rebounds, you got to get a new center. So that's going to be interesting. It's more of just an indicator letting you know that your timing was excellent. Excelente, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're technically going to be greening. A green meter will flash beneath your player's feet to indicate a well-timed rebound attempt. The ideal time to jump for a rebound is just before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim. I mean, I've never had trouble grabbing rebounds, so, not to say that I'm good at grabbing balls outside of my own, but, in 2K, that's my thing, you know what I mean? I'll be getting those rebounds. I'm one of the best rebounders, man. Like, in Triple Threat Park, I would get more rebounds than all my big guys. Just because I know how the physics, work in 2K with the ball bouncing, very easy, and then obviously crashing the boards. So that is going to be something that 2K is, of course, enhancing. So we're going to be able to green our rebounds. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what they're doing. So, the meter, you can see it again right here. So they do have that. You can get more of a feel how it's going to look. They're going back to the bottom left. I think that's how the NBA has it now, even though the NBA has it more in the middle-ish. This is where I have my face cam for when I do, face cam videos. So I'm going to have to figure that out, obviously, even though I kind of still kept it there. I'll go top left, if anything, like I've been doing. And then, of course, more control. So basically, they're saying you get more control, right? You get to quick protect, so you protect the ball, by doing certain things. You can see Luka, he's kind of protecting. He's like, hey, you can't grab my balls. No, sir. So, you're going to have more control. They say no dip, catch, and shoots. So I like that. So basically, you can just catch and shoot, kind of like Klay Thompson does it. Kind of like, right here, Curry and Steph Curry. Instead of dipping and stuff like that. That's what they say. We'll see. They do say hold the left trigger when receiving a pass while standing still to square up and catch the ball high. So you're going to have more control over that. So I do like that when it comes to shooting. That's going to make players like Klay Thompson and Curry even more, it's going to be even more crazy. So I'm definitely excited for that to see how they implement it. Revamp signature size ups. Basically, you're going to be able to do more size ups, a little bit more control over it. We'll see. They didn't mention too much about dribbling. They just say slow motion Euro steps. So you're going to be able to control the pace. You know, you can hold left trigger at any point to decelerate mid-move and stuff like that. They say passing is going to be different. You're going to be able to do, you know, throw some wrap passes or wrap around. You know, alley-oops, you know, they require more skill. We'll see, because I feel like it's either the easiest thing or it's the hardest thing. You know what I mean? Especially with all the animations 2K has. So they do say that, you know, it's going to be more skill-based. We'll see. Setting screens, you know, you can now control which way you want to face. Screeners can now control which way. Can we already do that? Or I guess like in my team it's different from like, you know, my career, because in my team you just call for one and then switch left or right. So I understand that. Okay, so it'll help high IQ bigs who can protect, you know, or get the ball and stuff like that. So okay. And you guys already know the help defense is horrendous, even though their settings to like change it, but still though all the time it happens. You know, help defense collapses and then they leave the corners wide open quite often in my team. And so they do say the intelligence is going to be smarter, it's going to be better. Driving kick intelligence, help defense, my player freelance engine. They're basically saying the AI, the CPU is going to be smarter. You know, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. We'll see improved double teams, navigating screens, expanded playbooks, AI difficulty improvements. So a lot of improvements. That's what they say. You know, we'll see. Again, once we get our hands on 2K26, we'll see if it's actually true. And then AI shot timing ability. You can change certain things and like play now my NBA and so on. And I gotta say, from what I'm seeing so far, I just want the new 2K already. And of course, the next stream, they'll be revealing more and we'll be able to get more locker codes. And so let me know what you guys think about everything that I covered in this video. If you want to see more, check out the craziest pack opening as well as the No Money Spent series. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.